Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how I found a way to use LinkedIn from N8N, scrape profiles, send messages, etc. And I'm going to show you step by step exactly how I'm setting it up. So if we go to the nodes and get to LinkedIn, we can see there's a SourceGeek for LinkedIn option. So we're going to choose this one. You'll have to install the package if you haven't already. But let's just take a simple one like get posts from profile. And we're going to create our credentials here. So come into here, open docs, and then it tells you how we're going to set this up with N8N. I'll do this with you guys so you see exactly how. Let's go to sourcegeek.com, and I've just set up an account, but if you haven't, just make sure you sign in and you get a 6-day trial. And on the left, if you come to connect to LinkedIn, we're going to need to connect our LinkedIn account to this website. So if we come here, it's going to ask us for a Chrome extension. And so I'm just going to get this Chrome extension and add extension. Cool. So it's all installed. And once we've done that, we can just get our profile URL. So this is my LinkedIn. And if we come here, save this in there. Okay, so we've put in our extension. We've gone to Chrome and installed it. And we've put in our profile URL here. Now I'm going to go to my LinkedIn page and go to the extensions part, which is on this bit. We click on SourceGeek and refresh session. It should change the session status. So let's just wait for it to load. And if we come back to LinkedIn connection, we can see that it's validating. Okay, so it takes like 5 minutes or so, but eventually the session status turns valid. And then the next step, if we come back to here, is to get the API key. So we have to visit connected LinkedIn browser extension, then create an API key for N8N, and we visit this link, and then you need to add integration, and for N8N configure, create API key. And here we go. We can copy this API key here. Perfect. And so then we can come back into N8N and go to select credential, add create new credential, and just paste the key right there. Save that. And you should see that it turns green and is tested successfully. Okay, so now that we have our credentials set up, we can actually just test playing around with the node. And I did a quick test just offline quickly. So I have the resources LinkedIn, obviously, and the credentials we've just set up together. Now, the operation I've used is get recent messages, and I just was curious to see if it would get my recent messages, and it has done. It took quite a long time to actually retrieve this information, but eventually it did. And like you can see here, so the first one, hi, Imra, my name is Elianis. I mean, my LinkedIn messages are a lot of just random recruiters reaching out, but if I come to my LinkedIn, that is literally the first one here. It's the same thing. So my name is Eliana from Globus University, Japan's blah, blah, blah. And so I can see that it actually has pulled in my messages, which is really quite cool. I'm also curious to see, so let's actually sever that one and let's put in a new node. I'm curious to see if I'll be able to message other people on LinkedIn. So get recent messages, send a message. Let's do this. Send a message. We're going to put in a LinkedIn URL. So I'm going to put in just a random LinkedIn URL and see if a message is going to be able to be sent to them. So hello, this is an N8N test. And when I execute this step, we should see that it goes through on LinkedIn itself. And that would be really cool. So just showing you, once I've showed you how to set up the whole node, and now it's completely open for you to play around with. I'm going to come up with a few workflows which will hopefully show you the power of this node, but typically LinkedIn are really bad with API calls and things like that. So they're very private about how to access the website. So actually this is a really useful way of getting into LinkedIn without having to actually go and do everything manually. And we'll be able to set up workflows around sending connection requests, sending in-mails, outreaches like this. So I'm just going to skip to the bit where this is actually loaded. Okay, and now it's completed. It took around, I don't know, like 3 to 5 minutes. And we can see the status is completed. And if I go to my LinkedIn, I'm going to be able to see that actually, yes, it has sent something. So that's really cool. And that is it for this tutorial. And hopefully this was useful and you can see how it can be used in a wider workflow.